to call to the performance of important trust in this county and the Republic of Kenya. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county and of those whose interest you have committed to our church. Amen. Honorable Clerk, can you confirm if we have quorum?
Honorable Speaker, quorum is sufficient.
Order of business.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Honorable Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to table the following documents. Number 1, submission of the Nandi County Executive reports and financial statements for the second quarter ended 31st December 2024. That is a quarter report for the second quarter. Number 2 is submission of the Nandi County Facilities Improvement Fund financial statements for the period ended 31st December 2024. I beg to table.
Honorable members, the said report that has been tabled by the Majority Leader stand committed to the relevant committee. Chairman, Budget.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to table County Budget and Appropriations Committee report on the Nandi County Annual Development Plan for the financial year 2025-2026. And Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to table.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to give notice of motion on the County Budget and Appropriations Committee report on the Nandi County Annual Development Plan 2025-2026 as tabled this afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Next order.
Order number 8, the Nandi County Veterinary and Agriculture Revolving Fund Amendment Bill 2025, first reading.
An act for the County Assembly of Nandi to amend the Nandi County Veterinary and Agricultural Revolving Fund Act 2021 and for connected purposes.
Next order.
Order number 9, motion.
Chair, Budget.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to move a motion that this House adopts the County Budget and Appropriations Committee report on the Nandi County Annual Development Plan 2025-2026 as laid in this House this afternoon, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the members of the Budget and Appropriations Committee, as per the requirements of the Article 220, subsection 2 of the Constitution of Kenya, 2010, provisions of Section 125 of the Public Finance Management PFM Act 2012, Standing Order number 189, subsection 3 and A of the County Assembly Standing Orders, it is my pleasure to present to this House, the Assembly, by the County Executive Member for Finance and Economic Planning on the 30th August 2024. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Constitution and the PFM Act placed significant responsibilities on the County Assembly over management of public resources, particularly regarding resource mobilization, allocation, monitoring, and control. Committee's mandate. Honorable Speaker, Article 195 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the County Government Act 2012, and PFM Act 2012, and the standing orders provide for establishment of committees of the County Assembly. And in this regard, Budget and Appropriations Committee committee is a select committee established in accordance with the provisions of Standing Order number 189, subsection 2, which provides that there shall be a select committee to be known as County Budget Appropriations Committee, consisting of chairperson and not more than 6 other members. The committee's mandate, A, investigate, inquire, and report on all matters related to coordination, control, and monitoring of county budget. B, discuss and review the estimates and make recommendations to the County Assembly. C, examine the county fiscal strategy paper presented to the County Assembly. D, examine bills related to county budget, including appropriations bill. And E, evaluate tax estimates, economic and budgetary policies, and programs with direct budget outlays. Committee's membership. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Budget and Appropriations Committee as currently constituted comprises of the following honorable members. 1, Honorable Edwin Kipchumba Korir, Chairperson. 2, Honorable John Kiprotich Keter, Vice Chairperson. 3, Honorable Walter Kiblaga Teno, Member. 4, Honorable Wilson Kipkurui Sang, Member. 5, Honorable Julius Kibruta Keter, Member. 6, Honorable Trufosa Chelagat Kuto, Member. And lastly, Honorable Lucy Chepkemei, Member. Acknowledgement. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to thank the members of the Budget and Appropriations Committee for their dedicated commitment to the end, and the officers of the Speaker and that of the Clerk of County Assembly for the support received as it discharged its mandates of reviewing the Nandi County Annual Development Plan financial year 2025-2026. The members of the County Assembly also who are committed on giving their views and recommendations. Mr. Speaker, sir, their contributions shall forever remain documented as evidence of their commitment to support the County Assembly in achieving its mandate of oversight, legislation, and representation. The effort of all those who I have listed above in the strongest affirmation of the citizens of the important role this House plays in resource allocation and mobilization. Mr. Speaker, sir, it's therefore my pleasant duty on behalf of the committee to have given this report, and therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me work on the report and give this presentation to the report. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the said report, allow me go through the executive summary. As you are aware, Mr. Speaker, we have had a very extensive engagement since the time we received this report, and in the process, we've had the public participation. We have had widespread engagement with the executive member in charge of finance and economic planning and the treasury team. And again, we've also had each and every member having their own individual engagement. And I think to this far, Mr. Speaker, sir, at least all the programs that we requested, particularly the ones under World Development Fund, are fully captured and well captured. Mr. Speaker, the County Annual Development Plan for the financial year 25-26 implements the third year of 5 years development programs, policies, strategies, and projects prioritized under 24-25 County in the Integrated Development Plan, that is CIDP 3. The ADP sets out development priorities, classified into programs and sub-programs in all sectors of the county. As such, the process of preparing the ADP for the financial year 25-26 ensured that objectives of each of the sectors are accommodated for the purpose of deliberate focus on the desired development outcomes by 2027. The ADP for financial year 25-26 prioritized ward-level projects amounting to Kenya shillings 1.120 billion shillings for all the 30 wards according to the allocation formula as contained in the Nandi County Equitable Development Act 2023. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me, Mr. Speaker, having said that we've had a very comprehensive engagement, Mr. Speaker, the same is actually captured in the same said document, and we have had a very extensive discussion, and I am aware that honorable members are also in privy, they have the same copy of the said document. And Mr. Speaker, sir, it's very important that legal basis of this document also is captured under PFM Act, as it has always been. And Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me go to the main aspect, Mr. Speaker, and before I go to give recommendations of the committee, Mr. Speaker, we have the proposed flagship projects. Apart from ward-based programs, I have actually stated the value as at 1.107 billion shillings. But Mr. Speaker, Nandi County Equitable Development Act 2023 states that 50% development funds shall be for flagship projects and shall be distributed equitably within the county. And Nandi County Annual Development Plan for this particular year, financial year 25-26, prioritized to allocate Kenya shillings 1.180 billion shillings for flagship projects as shown in the table indicated, Mr. Speaker, sir. And therefore, in the interest of time, Mr. Speaker, allow me move to committee's recommendation. The same report also, Mr. Speaker, we have each and every, out of the 30 wards, each and every ward has their own departmental programs, and given the exact amount that is shared through the formula, Mr. Speaker, sir, we have all the programs captured in all the departments. Mr. Speaker, sir, it's also very important, and I want to appreciate members and particular residents from this county, Mr. Speaker, because they did consider out of the 10 departments, in almost each and every ward, Mr. Speaker, we have a number of wards considering majority of the departments, at least there is some allocation, and that is actually worth noting, and it is very important, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, allow me go to the committee's recommendation, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, the committee, having deliberated on the Nandi County Annual Development Plan for the financial year 25-26, and having conducted public participation on the above document and considered submissions, the Committee on Budget and Appropriations recommends as follows. A, that the county executive committee member responsible for finance and economic planning shall, within the medium term of the financial year 25-26, ensure that development projects are spread out equitably across all the wards in the county government. B, that the CCM in charge of finance and economic planning does allocate a minimum of 30% of the county's government budget for the development expenditure in the financial year 25-26 budget estimates as provided for under Section 117, subsection 2B of the Public Finance Management Act 2012. That is very clear, and I think we are also going to ensure as a committee, we must be able to ensure that at least we have 30% under development. That is the minimum amount as per the requirement of PFM Act. And C, that the proposed allocations for the county flagship transformative projects Another key capital projects is hereby approved as it's actually indicated in the said document. Mr. Speaker, D, that Kenya shillings 1,12266 billion for development expenditure be approved for ward level projects for all the 30 county wards according to the allocation formula contained in Nandi County Equitable Development Act 2023, and that the list of the ward level projects are all amended as annexed. Mr. Speaker, I actually did indicated in my earlier statement that we went through and all the wards, all the 30 wards, being represented, and I want to thank the honorable members for what they've done. We've had each and every member engaging with their ward development committee, and we had a very extensive discussion during public participation. And I want to thank the honorable members because all the projects are well captured and with their estimates indicated. And E, that the projects identified under recommendations D above shall be included in A. This is very important. A, the county fiscal strategy paper for financial year 25-26 provided for under section 117 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are all aware that soon we are going to be receiving the CFSP, and that is county fiscal strategy paper. We expect the same projects with the allocation that should be able to mirror what is going to be in CFSP. Like each and every department should be able to mirror. If we talk of the 30 wards, for example, health department and sanitation, all the allocations for the wards should be able to mirror and inclusive of the county flagship projects. B, that the county budget estimates for the financial year 2025-2026 provided for under section 130 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012 should also have its recommended projects vis-a-vis the amounts and allocations. We expect the same should actually be able to service when it comes to budget estimates that we are also going to receive by 30th April this year. And in conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to confirm that the recommendations of the committee in this report were unanimous. It is therefore my duty and privilege on behalf of the County Assembly, Mr. Speaker, to therefore request that this House will later adopt so that we can be able to move on as we now expect the other item on CFSP soon. And Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to request and appeal to the membership that as we move on is that we'll be able to approve this so that we can allow the Treasury to at least submit the CFSP, that is County Fiscal Strategy paper, and in the long run, we shall be able to now deal with the budget estimates that we expect in the coming months, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, without wasting much time, may I request the Honorable Member of Budget Committee, the Honorable Whip, the Honorable Julius Keter, to second. I thank you.
Honorable members, now that the motion has been moved that this House adopts the County Budget and Appropriation Committee report on the Nandi County Annual Development Plan for the financial year 25-26, laid on the table of this House on 27th February 2025, the floor is now open for debate. Honorable Whip.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity so that I can contribute toward our annual development plan. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, as Chair has just put across, at least we were very lucky, Mr. Speaker, that we have gone round, we have confirmed whether what our electorate have captured in the documents is worthy to be done in our wards. And indeed, Mr. Speaker, I can confirm that this is the way to go. Since we all know that anything for us to succeed, we must start with planning. And this is good move because we need more enough time to just to look at the documents, start planning, and we have all captured. We have even go ahead and do the public participation so that our electorate can understand how the document, and for the first time, Mr. Speaker, even committee within our wards, they were also involved in this planning, which is a good progress. We are all aware that it has been only the MCAs who actually normally cause maybe trying to defend, trying to explain. But this time around, we have the committees within our wards that they can assist us to plan and see the implementation. So our responsibility in this House, Mr. Speaker, is to see and follow each item. See, even I urge honorable members that as we pass this, just to check whether there is an error in words or whether your document is well captured. I've tried to go and check mine for Chemundu Kamngetuny. You can see it is well captured. I have seen also for the entire county, it is well captured. So mine is just to urge honorable members that we take action and we pass this document so as the implementation part or the process should start. So I stand to support. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to also to contribute on the same, Honorable Speaker. First of all, Honorable Speaker, I want to thank your office, Honorable Speaker, for supporting our committee led by our EPO chairman, Honorable Korir. When you look at the document, Honorable Speaker, it is a document that is a self-explanatory, Honorable Speaker, because I can see the chairman himself understands well, Honorable Speaker, the document. When you look how the words has been arranged, Honorable Speaker, it is because the entire members of the County Assembly propose with their committee what should be done in their wards, Honorable Speaker. You can look at an example, Honorable Speaker, like my ward, whereby I don't have anything to amend, Honorable Speaker, because the Ward Development Committee proposed the projects to be done in the financial year 2025-2026, Honorable Speaker, and those are the projects which are the best, and they are the priority projects, Honorable Speaker. An ECD, Honorable Speaker, for example, in a place called Kaiboi CD, a classroom, Honorable Speaker. When you look at the Kaiboi ECD, Honorable Speaker, we have one classroom at the moment, Honorable Speaker, whereby the students are suffering because they are using one classroom as opposed to having the two classrooms, Honorable Speaker. So when we include in the annual development plan so that we can construct another classroom, it will support our pupils, Honorable Speaker. A place called Kimolwet, Honorable Speaker, in the same document, it is actually urgent because we have about 140 students in that school, Honorable Speaker. We have 146 ECD students, Honorable Speaker. And because the proposal has suggested that we cut another ECD, I will support, Honorable Speaker, so that the students of Kimolwet can get the classroom, Honorable Speaker. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, when you look Kapkagarun dispensary, Honorable Speaker, in the same document, it is long overdue, Honorable Speaker. We have a project that has been lying for some time before completion, Honorable Speaker, and because they have allocated some funds so that we can complete the same building in Kapkagarun, Honorable Speaker, it will support our people, Honorable Speaker. In the flagship project, Honorable Speaker, those are the projects which are required by the county government of Nandi so that it can support our people, Honorable Speaker. And I want to thank the chairman for ensuring that those are captured clearly so that moving forward in the next budget, when the budget arrives in the assembly on that April, we will be having the right projects to be done across the county, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want also to thank the members because they have been so serious about these projects, especially touching every ward, Honorable Speaker. When you look, my friend Honorable Jamalan, for example, who has a lion's share on the issue of a ward development fund, Honorable Speaker, he has distributed all the projects across the ward so that all the ward, across the ward can get the share, Honorable Speaker, and that was done by the support of the committee, Honorable Speaker. And I know, Honorable Speaker, going forward, we will even propose that the same 50-50 should be raised to even 70. The 170% should go to ward and 30% remains in the county, Honorable Speaker, because we are seeing the fruits of this ward development fund, Honorable Speaker. The only challenge I want to request, Honorable Speaker, and I know that we have the chairman implementation, we have even the chairman himself for budget, Honorable Speaker, that this project should be implemented, Honorable Speaker. Especially the issue of roads, Honorable Speaker. The one we budgeted last year, we want to be ensured that by the end of maybe next week or the other week, all the roads should be done, so that when the rain starts rain, we should not be having challenges, Honorable Speaker, in the roads, Honorable Speaker. I know there are some work going on across the county, Honorable Speaker. But when you see my word, Honorable Speaker, and Honorable Esther and Gogo, we really need Maram as soon as possible, Honorable Speaker. So we need this procurement to be done as soon as possible so that the roads can get good Maram going forward, Honorable Speaker. Otherwise, I support and I want to thank the chairman for the good work he's doing as the chairman of the Budget and Appropriation Committee. Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Tarbe.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to support the adoption of the report from the Budget and Appropriation Committees led by the ABO Chair, who is the Honorable Member for Kapsimato. Honorable Speaker, they say failing to plan is planning to fail. And I want to congratulate the chairman and the team, because without the annual development plan, it means other plans will be delayed. So if we get the annual development plan correctly, we'll get the fiscal strategy paper correctly, and we'll also get our budgets done the right way. I want to applaud the various teams that have put their efforts, Mr. Speaker, to come up with this wonderful document, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, like the Honorable Majority was saying, I think it is, if we start it on time, so that we allow even the departments to come up with the bill of quantities, we will put timeline in terms of delays for projects, especially during the procurement process, Mr. Speaker. But Mr. Speaker, even as we commend the Budget Committee for doing work well, we know there are what we call prophets of doom. Honorable Speaker, I was recently seeing a document, a WhatsApp video which was circulating. And there is a soprano guy in the National Assembly called by the name Junaid Mohammed. I think, Mr. Speaker, it's high time we now realize those people who want to kill devolution in this country, Mr. Speaker, because, Mr. Speaker, if you heard what Junaid Mohammed was saying about the county assemblies and county government, that the role of county government is just to grow millet, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, maybe you should come and benchmark here in Nandi and see what we are doing as an assembly. The annual development plan which we are passing today, Mr. Speaker, is touching a lot of areas, from roads, from cattle dips, from health facilities. And Mr. Speaker, we have seen devolution working. But simply because the parliament wants to control the money for roads, Mr. Speaker, they end up abusing devolution, Mr. Speaker, from the governors to the MCS. And we want to tell shame on them, Mr. Speaker, because you cannot ridicule the county assemblies. Mr. Speaker, lives have been turned by devolution. Go to areas where devolution was not before. If you come to Kapsabet, what is happening now, things are turning around because devolution is working, Mr. Speaker. So someone from like Junaid Mohammed, Mr. Speaker, to ridicule and say the role of the counties is to grow millet, Mr. Speaker, shame on him. Shame on him, Mr. Speaker. He should come and learn. Let him go to back. I don't know which county he comes from. He should go back to his county and see what devolution has done from 2013 to date, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, we take our work seriously. And we have realized now why counties are suffering. I heard even the leader of majority, Ijung, was saying some of the developments coming to county will not pass in the flow of parliament. I think they were disputing on the road maintenance levy fund, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, we have maximized the little we get. So our members of parliament should take devolution seriously. It was not their making. It was the Kenyans who made devolution, Mr. Speaker. And we all went for a referendum and we passed and gave part to this devolution, the Constitution 2010, which established even this honorable house. So for someone to ridicule the counties and say their role is to grow millet, Mr. Speaker, yet we are doing serious development. Like now we are working on the annual development plan, which the residents of Nandi themselves contributed, Mr. Speaker. We went to ask them their priorities. And in Nandi County, I don't remember, even if you look on our ADP, there is nowhere the residents say we want millet. There is no mentioning of millet. They are mentioning of VCTs, how they want to improve education, they want to improve healthcare, and a number of things, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to congratulate, and I want to tell them, let's not mistake for county assembly. Some of us, we are learned even more than that Junaid Mohammed. And I believe maybe it's high time even the resident of Nandi send more MPs to parliament, and so that they can compete with us, Junaid Mohammed. Because, Mr. Speaker, how comes our MPs were seated quietly when Junaid is abusing county assemblies, abusing SSL's governors, some of them who are doctors, and they were just clapping, Mr. Speaker. So it's high time we send brains to the National Assembly who will be able to combat that Junaid Mohammed and tell them counties are working, and we have learned MCS who knows what they are doing, Mr. Speaker. So I support Mr. Speaker. Thank you so much.
Honorable Tufosa.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I also rise to support this motion. Honorable members, the chair has already taken us fluently, keenly, and we have heard. This RTB is very important. It is a very important document, so we need to be serious. We have gone under several public participations. The first one was done by the executive, and all the projects were given out by the members, the community, as well as the Ward Development Committee members. Last Tuesday, we had the last one, the MCS and the Ward Committee members. So every member has gone through his projects or our projects. For example, my projects in my ward, I have all of them in my fingertips. So we need to be serious, so that when you are being asked at any time about your projects, you are ready to answer in everywhere you are. It will not need you to go through the document. So we need to be serious. We need to work on it. So it has come at the right time, because we are moving in the timeline of the budget making process. So members, everything is okay, and we need not to take time talking about it. Let's just pass this motion at the right time for not wasting time. So members, I support this motion. Let us adopt it. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Tufosa. Honorable Ezra, your mic was on.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this chance to make two contributions on this wonderful motion that touches on the reports of the Budget and Appropriation Committee. Most of the things have been said by those who have spoken before me. I appreciate this particular committee for the wonderful job done, even including calling for public participations with ward committees. And as per this report, Honorable Speaker, I must applaud the good work done by those committees at various wards, including my ward, for this wonderful job when they did public participation with the other teams that have gone to various wards. It's evident enough that quite a number of these projects that have been captured in this annual development plan, yes, they were broken down from the main 5-year plan, and that's why we have this 1-year plan. We know that because of these resources that are limited, we cannot manage to do everything. We cannot capture everything at this annual development plan. But going forward, we know, like in my ward, Honorable Speaker, we have projects that will be phase 1, that were done phase 1 in the previous financial year. Others have been captured in this annual development plan as phase 2, which means, these committees are paying attention to some of the projects that are ongoing in various wards. And I appreciate, because, this is the second year in this annual development plan that we are using the ward-based program. And it's a good thing. As said by my good friend, Honorable Tarbei, into the future, we expect a situation whereby we will be reducing the number of projects, especially brick and mortar in hospitals, brick and mortar in ECDs. So with this devolution, this development is reaching into parts of remote areas in our county. And I believe going into the future, it will reach a point whereby we'll be having consultative meetings with members of parliament to have a hybrid of projects. Say that in my area, in Mosop, we have a discussion with my area MP saying that we are through with ECDs, we are through with classes. What else can we do? We talk of roads, we talk of what have you. So I believe going into the future, we'll be reducing the burden of undone projects in our wards because of these ward-based projects. And I've also seen in this annual development plan, Honorable Speaker, in the executive side, or rather the 50% of the flagship projects. I have seen quite a number of projects that have been identified, that have been earmarked for construction and development, which is a good thing. Talk of processing meals for, what do we call this, for animal processing, for processing animal feeds. You know, it's a good thing that, because, you know, we are an agricultural county. We expect to see those programs crawling into the future. So I appreciate the committee, and we are looking forward to further discussions on the same, which will lead to development of our budget. So I support this particular motion in totality. Thank you so much.
Honorable Koko.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, allow me first to applaud the work that was done by our APO committee led by Honorable Korir. Honorable Speaker, Tom Greening once said all time management begins with planning. Honorable Speaker, I want to say we are planning for 2025-2026 financial year. Honorable Speaker, we have done our part as honorable members from various wards, and our ward committees did a wonderful job by coming up with the prioritized items in various wards. Honorable Speaker, I want to sincerely thank my ward committee for the wonderful job that they did to see into it that most of the projects across the entire ward has been captured in the coming financial year. Honorable Speaker, what we are requesting is that whatever has been put in this document will not be altered whatsoever reason. Honorable Speaker, it's good that, for example, in my ward, that maternity in Sangalo Keblonik dispensary, which was budgeted for the last two regimes. Today, we've added more money so that it will be viable to be constructed. This Sangalo maternity wing, for example, has been allocated more than 5 million, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, also, there are those people who are living with or able differently, or people living with disabilities. I want to applaud my committee that today they have recognized them and inject some money or funds for their empowerment. Honorable Speaker, this is the way to go. And Honorable Speaker, the road network, as per this budget, is a wonderful one, that it captures all the roads in various wards. Honorable Speaker, I want to ask that the key thing now is implementation. Our monster is implementation. And if all goes through, if all this will be implemented, then this county, these various wards will go to greater heights, Honorable Speaker. So otherwise, Honorable Speaker, I want to ask that let us pass this motion. And as the saying goes by Alan Lekin, one said, failing to plan is planning to fail. We want to urge that we are not failures, but we are going to make this county a greater one. Honorable Speaker, I fully support. Thank you.
Honorable members, the debate is still on. Honorable members, I now put the question that this House adopts the County Budget and Appropriation Committee report on the Nandi County Annual Development Plan FY 2025-2026 laid on the table of the House on 27th February. As many of the same opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Order number 10, adjournment.
Honorable members, there being no other business, the House adjourn until Tuesday next week.